Hello, welcome back to Quest to Manifest podcast. My name is Samuel Carter and I'll be your host today. Today I have a really special treat for you guys. It's something as usual I found on Pinterest and basically it's entitled Read This If Nobody Texted You Good Morning. And I thought it was really powerful and inspiring and but I before I get into it, I want to give credit where credit is due. After doing some research, I found out that this is originally from the Thought Catalog by a wonderful lady named Heidi Priebe, and it's also in a book called Read This If, a collection of essays that prove someone else gets it too, which I found on Amazon for super duper cheap, literally $3 on Kindle. So if you like this, I would check that out. But without further ado, I'll get into it. Okay. First of all, good morning, beautiful. Is it too late to say that? I know you've probably been awake a while, likely hours or even all day. I know you may have gone this whole time without hearing it, shrugging back to friends and family who asked you how you're doing with a non-committal fine, because that is what we're meant to do as humans, answer meaningful questions with arbitrary phrases. I know that you may not be fine. I know you may have had a lackluster day, and I know that something as incredibly mundane as good morning text may have made all the difference in the world. It's okay if that's the case. It's okay to sometimes ache for those simple and kind-hearted gestures, because the truth is that good morning texts are more than half-hearted means of communication. They are a sign that we are cared for, adored by someone who may not be immediately present. They are a reminder, one we perhaps should not need but sometimes do, that we are appreciated in our entireties. So if you did not get one this morning, here's what I want you to know. You deserve to have a good day, not because of some universal law that necessitates good things happening to worthwhile people, but because we all do. We all deserve to have a beautiful morning and a correspondingly fantastic day, regardless of who loves us or appreciates us or thinks of us first thing when they wake up in the AM. Just because someone is not around to appreciate the complexities of who you are does not mean that you deserve anything less than pure joy. And in case there's no one else to remind you, here is what else I want you to know. There's a particular way you laugh that can make an entire room light up, if only for a moment. There's a way you tilt your head when you are concentrating that makes you look unbearably kissable, as if you were placed on this earth only to stare at things and frown in the most endearing form humanly possible. There is a noise you make when you are falling asleep, a soft, almost inaudible, that sounds like the ethereal embodiment of all that is tranquil and calm. There are thousands of minute intricacies that make up the tapestry of who you are, and not a single one has ceased to exist since the last time that somebody loved you. I know we're not supposed to need reminders of that. I know that we're supposed to be strong and self sufficient and reassured, certain of our own worth, questioning only the value of others. But we're human. We forget. We forget that we are lovable. We forget that we are desired. We forget that we are anything other than the hard shelled, busybody workaholics that we've all been trained to behave as. We forget that we too merit adoration. And here's what's easiest to forget: who you are doesn't cease to exist because there's nobody there to admire it. The way you bite your pencil is still cute even when there's nobody to tease you for it. The way you hold yourself still exudes confidence even if there's no one to assert it. The way your eyes light up when you're talking about what you love is and will endlessly be attractive regardless of who's there to listen to you speak. All the little things that make you up are not extinguished because somebody once chose against them. You deserve to have a good day even when there's no one to wish it to you, even if you forget to remind yourself. Someday, someone's going to love all the tiny things about you. Someone's going to love the way you cough. They're going to laugh at the way you lose your keys while you're actually holding them. Someday, someone is going to stare at you from across a crowded room and know exactly how you're feeling based on the way your head is tilting or the type of wine you filled your glass with. Someone is going to appreciate all of your obscurities eventually, but right now they are all your own, and that's okay. First and foremost, you will always belong to yourself. Here's what I urge you to do. Here's what I urge of you if you did not receive a good morning text today. Don't forget about what makes you incredible. Don't let your own intricacies slide, because the lovable parts of you are not gone. I absolutely promise you that much. You are so much more than the person who nobody texted this morning. You are encompassing. You are fierce. You are a blazing, roaring fire in a world full of people who've been burnt. So please refuse to let the wounded people extinguish you. Refuse to be tamed. Refuse to flicker down into a meager, burnt out coal because somebody else is not tending to your flame. At the end of the day, we're all in charge of what we bring to our lives, so be that person who brings light to your own, even if nobody else shows up to it. Be the person who has a good day, even if nobody wishes it to them. Find a way to fuel your flame when no one else remembers to, because the world needs the light you give off. And you, my dear, are too intense a power to be reduced by something as small and insignificant as the lack of a good morning text. Wow. So I absolutely love that. And again, the writer Heidi Priebe, amazing, incredible. Thank you so much. So yeah, I don't want to. There's nothing I could add on to that. It was perfectly put. And if you like these types of finds and me reading them out to you guys, please let me know. Leave a review or comment or anything. And also let me know what else you want me to see or you want me to record and talk about. I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.